What up, guys? James from Bolt Bros here. Just want to go over this week 4 Friday injury report for the Chargers Raiders game this weekend. A lot to unpack on this one, guys. So let's get into it, guys. Bolt Bros, let's go.
I'm Dale Henley. You watching the Bolt Bros podcast? Let's do it!
So a lot to unpack on this injury report. It's kind of wild to look at this injury report, guys, and it's weird how these guys keep getting injured almost seemingly out of nowhere. So let's just get into it, guys, and we'll talk a little bit more about that. So here's the injury report for the Chargers. So you got Joey Bosa. I guess he's got a toe situation now on top of his hamstring injury. I guess somebody stepped on his toe. Questionable. I'll say this at this point. I mean, Joey Bosa has gone out there with a hamstring injury being limited and had played, and I think even doubtful and still played. So, guys, I think we should have no concern there. Austin Eckler, doubtful. He did practice a bit this week. Did look kind of like he was going to be able to be out there. Light practice all 3 days. Doubtful, probably not going to be out there. Gerald Everett, illness. He basically came back. He's going to be full practice. He'll be playing. Alohi Gilman did play today. He had a light practice today on Friday, so he ended up having some heel injury, whichever that happened. I don't know when that happened either. Questionable, but I think he will be out there based upon him practicing today on Friday. Derwin James, man, I mean, when he got that hamstring injury at the end of the Vikings game, I mean, it never looks good when a guy's got his whole leg wrapped up with ice pack and not even moving at all. Like, not good. I'm going to say Derwin James is going to be for sure out on this. I can't imagine him being ready for this game. Now, Eric Kendricks did have full practice. He is going to play this week, so that is great to see. Corey Linsley, I'm going to talk about him shortly. Kenneth Murray did have a little bit of a groin issue, but it looks like he's going to be fine at full practice today. Rashawn Slater, ankle, full practice today, light practice throughout the week. He'll be starting and playing. Hamstring with Dean Leonard, man, how many hamstring injuries have we had today so far this year? It's incredible how many hamstring issues that we've been having with this team so far. So, oh my gosh, can we just stop with the hamstring injuries, please, for once? But Dean Leonard, in light practice, pulled his hammy, I'm assuming, on, I don't know, maybe the game, maybe on Wednesday, I don't know, but did not practice. He is out. JT Woods, out. Man, oh man, our backfield of our safeties are just depleting at this point. And then Keenan Allen, he had a light practice, didn't play for basically Wednesday, Thursday hip. I mean, he had a massive game against the Vikings. So, hey, I'm sure he was just sore as can be on that. So he'll be playing this weekend. And let's go to the Raiders. Not as big as a list by any means. It's with Jacorin Bennett, cornerback, hamstring, light practice, and is going to play. Curtis Bolton, linebacker, knee, did not practice. He is going to be out. Max Crosby, knee for light practice, did not practice on Thursday, and a light practice on Friday, questionable. I believe McDaniel was even saying that he's going to play. It's pretty sure that he will. Jimmy G's an interesting one. Obviously got a concussion during the Steelers game. He got folded. He straight went scorpion style. One of the sacks there during that game. Ended up having a concussion at some point in the game. And still played through the entire game, but ended up getting thrown in the concussion protocol. So they're questionable on him right now. I mean, he did have light practice Thursday, Friday. So I think it's really just going to be a kind of a game day kind of situation to know if he'll come out and play. Roderick Teamer, safety Achilles, light practice, did not practice, light practice today, questionable. Malcolm Kuntz, I think is how you say his last name, defensive end. He's questionable for this game with a groin. Looks like Brian Young will be out there. Nate Hobbs, who's a very good cornerback, he light practice questionable on that. So going back to Corey Linsley, interesting information about him at this moment. We got some word here, and if you guys have not read about it, man, just this one came out of the blue here, guys, and this is very sad to be able to hear here, and not excited to get this news by any means, but Corey Linsley, they're reporting it as an illness. He is to be placed on IR with a non-emergent heart-related issue. So he's out 4 weeks minimum at this point. There's basically a heart-related medical issue and will be placed on injured reserve on Saturday, according to the team. He'll miss at least the next 4 games and did not provide any more specifics of Lindsey's medical issue. I mean, he's obviously signed a 5-year contract with us in 2021. Man, big move for Brandon Staley when he initially came in to really get that guy now for our middle of our O-line. I mean, it is wild to be able to see like this just kind of get dropped on us. Sad to hear. What that basically means that Will Clapp will now be our center. Man, I'm really, really hoping that this is not going to be that big of an issue with Linsley. He's going to be meeting with doctors, with outside specialists coming in days to gather more information. So we will see. Send out some prayers for Corey Linsley. This is a sad thing to be able to hear, and it's bigger than football at this moment. But I hope he gets better. I hope he could get back on the field. And, once again, prayers out to Corey Linsley's family and Corey Linsley specifically to be able to have a quick recovery here. But that is the injury report at this moment. We got some guys back. We got a lot of losses here, guys. So want to hear you guys' thoughts on this. Let me know what your guys' thoughts are and kind of game plan that we should be doing this week. Kind of what kind of our defense should look like. Kind of our offense with now we're probably going to not have Austin Eckler again for a second week. Second week. Yeah, I believe it's the second or third week, I guess now. And then, what are we going to do with the safety position, guys? So either which way, guys, appreciate you guys' support. Remember, like the video, subscribe to the channel if you have not. We always appreciate the support, guys. So let's get out of here, guys. Bolt Bros, let's go.